The reversal of fortune, van blocked. I live in an older neighborhood with super narrow streets. Two cars can barely squeeze past each other. My house has a driveway leading to the street, bordered by knee-high concrete walls that prevent cars from moving off the actual road. A restaurant next door gets constant deliveries and most drivers are smart, parking in a small lot across the street. Automobile the initial block. One Tuesday morning I was in a rush to get to the town hall to pick up my new ID card before a 2 p.m. deadline, an appointment I absolutely could not miss. I backed out of my garage, but as I was about to pull onto the street, I found a white delivery van parked right there. It wasn't blocking my actual driveway, but it was positioned so close, with the concrete walls on both sides, that I couldn't angle my car out. I was stuck. I waited a few minutes, then saw the driver inside the restaurant, chatting and taking his sweet time. When he finally came out, I rolled down my window and asked him politely to move. He barely looked at me and said dismissively, "I got my flashers on. I'll be done in like 5 minutes. Relax." He then walked back inside. 15 minutes went by. I was sitting halfway into the street, blocking the flow of traffic. I realized I was running out of time for my appointment. The guy finally came back out, talking on his phone, tossed an empty dolly into the back of his van, and got into the driver's seat. He started the engine, clearly intending to drive forward to the next turnaround spot. He rolled down his window and waved at me. "You going to move or what?" "Stop sign the tactical counterblock." I looked right at him. Then I reached over, turned off my engine and flipped on my hazard lights. His face went from annoyed to absolutely furious in 2 seconds. "Are you serious right now?" he yelled. I just sat there and shook my head. He leaned out the window yelling, "Move your car. I've got other deliveries. I don't have time for this." I shrugged. He completely lost it, yelling every curse word imaginable and smacking his steering wheel. He honked his horn a few times, but I didn't budge. Finally, he realized I was serious. He was going to have to back up. Because the street was so narrow and walled, he had to reverse for at least 300 meters before he reached a spot wide enough to turn around. I watched in my rearview mirror as he reversed super slowly, sticking his head out the window to yell "psycho" and "unbelievable." It took him almost 10 minutes to back all the way down the street. By the time he finally drove off, I could still hear him shouting. I started my car and made it to the town hall with 7 minutes to spare. When I got home later that afternoon, the restaurant received another delivery, and the new driver was smartly parked across the street in the lot.